I really love this place. Good vibes.
The Chelomey complex was built from the ground up to be the ideal, comfortable workplace.
Will we make it for the speech?
Oh, we've got plenty of time. We can even go on rides afterwards.
A day that should have been remembered for further groundbreaking advancements in technology. The release of Collective 2.0 would have not just connected humans together, but robots through the mind. Every being, living and robotic, would have been under one network, able to work together and make humanity a more dominating and beautiful species.
On behalf of all at Facility 3826, I present to you the device of the future, the neural connector, Thought. It will allow human beings to be at the center of Collective 2.0, a network for all mankind together, uniting the intellect of all individuals into a powerful mind free of all boundaries. Thanks to the Thought Neural Connector, you will control robots with your mind, mastering academic subjects with breathtaking speed, accessing all human knowledge, and of course combining it with your own individual discoveries. You will no longer need control panels, cumbersome communications equipment, and loudspeakers, documents, electronic notebooks, etc. Thought will replace every single one of them. And so much more. Your potential will be unlimited. Want to learn a foreign language in a minute? Master quantum physics in a day. Memorize literary masterpieces from around the world. This all will be possible once your Thought Neural Connector is installed right here on your temple. All communication between your brain and your personal thought device is made possible via a tiny injection of neuropolymer at a local center for polymerization, where you will also receive your thought device. In 5 minutes, in just 5 minutes, you'll become the future. Comrade, as a citizen of the mighty Soviet Union, join your compatriots and undergo polymerization today. Stand with Collective 2.0. Learn how to control robots with your own mind and explore space. Reach the pinnacle of evolution. The global launch of Collective 2.0, our marvelous network, will be on the 13th day of the month of June, 1955. Only 2 days away.
A parade was being held. Millions of Soviets came to see the introduction of the new world-changing technology, even some being able to receive it early and being hooked up to the network, offering them opportunities others have yet to experience. People gathered during the celebration, recalling fond memories, visiting memorials, talking about the future of humanity, and cherished the moments before the release of the new era. We were able to recover the footage of a few interviews and recording of conversations people made throughout the day.
Say cheese! Get ready for your group photo, comrades!
Come on, guys. Don't be shy. There's room.
Can we get the atom in the picture
and the
too?
statue as well.
Everything up to there should be in the picture. It'll look great.
Here's an idea. I'm a lady from the future, and you're my soldiers.
Man.
Yeah, like this.
Say cheese!
Let's take another one. Any ideas?
Please come back later. The next decrease in demand is expected in 5 hours and 40 minutes.
Theater.
Can I move now?
Come on, let's see the picture.
Come on, come on.
Can you show us the photograph?
I think I blinked. Let's see. Ah, no, I blinked.
Did you really have to?
The robot is man's best friend, eh? Interesting. I'm old enough to remember Sechenov pitching the concept before the war.
Yeah, too bad they shut down the whole robot idea.
Who knows? The damn brown plague could have ended up differently.
I know. All of those people they infected, including their own, it killed half the continent. If it wasn't for Sechenov. So, how are you faring, professionally speaking?
Oh, very well. The laboratory is running smoothly, and my thesis is progressing nicely. You?
Still chugging along. crunching the old numbers. PTA 6 is interesting. I bet there's a bunch of improvements we can make to the armor.
PTA 6. That rings a bell.
Now to talk about the robotics, the, ironically, main upbringing and downfall of the Soviet Union. 1936. The Soviets began experimenting with polymers and stumbled upon robotic engineering. Professor Dmitry Sergeyevich Sechenov, for now on we should refer to him just as Dr. Sechenov, stumbled upon Polymer A plastic electric storage device. Dr. Sechenov introduced Polymer A to Filamenko, a fellow scientist and good friend of Dr. Sechenov. They go on to create the first compact cold fusion reactor in 1939, which is now in all robots today. You can think of this reactor as the quote-unquote heart of the robot. Later, the Brain Research Institution creates the first robots, a three-wheeled robot. But this celebration was short-lived when the announcement of the Soviets joining World War II came to the public. During the war, radioactive and nuclear energy was further researched and more technology was produced, like the F-1 nuclear reactor in 1942. This reactor was put into use in the Soviet Academy of Sciences. But also during 1942, World War II took a turn and Nazis pushed against the Soviets and sent a deadly virus, now nicknamed the Brown Plague. The plague roughly killed 150 million Soviet citizens. To make matters worse, the Soviets suffered a large loss in the war of around 10 million civilians. As much as the Soviet Union suffered, this was not the end of them. They were able to defeat the Nazis and successfully win World War II in 1945. But back in 1943, Facility 3826 was established, sponsored by the Soviets in a program of industrialism and economics. Facility 3826 would later become the ground zero for the most horrific events in robotic human history. Also during 1946, the first RDS-1 nuclear bomb was tested, which in its successor, the RDS-2, would later be used to end the Nazi regime. 1946 was truly one of the most successful years in robots, as during this time three major events happened. The Pavlov complex was created, which is the main source of the Collective 1.0, which wired most Soviets together. It would also hold the main source of robotic connections. A quick jump to 1948 would see the official launch of Collective 1.0, which was truly a defining moment in human history. Collective 1.0 helped humanity work together with robots and work easier on themselves. With Collective 1.0, robots began to take over jobs in a positive way by building cities, laying logistical routes in sky and ground, and especially helping people in situations where no human could be able to go. Some would say that robots here became a vital integration in human society. One of Collective's first major robots is named Tereshkova, or TER-A1. Here is an interview with one.
So, what's going on in biology right now?
Everything, comrade. To take just one example, our scientists have just developed an experimental vitamin complex that promises to increase the lifespan of Soviet citizens to between 100 and 150 years.
Damn, that's a lot of time to kill. What's new in robotics?
The way things are going, in 5 years, robots will be completely indistinguishable from humans. Legacy anthropomorphic models like me will receive a complete polydermic makeover, making them capable of extremely subtle facial expressions. One day you'll be buying a newspaper, and you won't even realize you're talking to a robot.
I'd rather be able to tell who's human and who's bot from the get-go. What can you tell me about gunsmithing? I'm asking, as a professional.
There's a brief piece on new weapon systems, something about Comrade Kalashnikov revisiting Gauss's work on magnetism to improve modern electromagnetic weaponry. They say he's expecting to increase power by a factor of 3 to 5.
I wouldn't mind taking that for a spin. At a shooting range, of course.
Now for a small breakdown on robotic engineering. Here you can see the way human muscles are imitated by robotic circularity, truly a fascinating design. Before we discuss the disaster that took place on June 12th, you must first understand one thing about Collective Network 1.0. In 1950, Professor Dmitry Sechenov discovered polymer assimilative adaptation, the ability of the substance to take root in the human body. This is quoted from a 1955 Soviet history book written by Munfish Corp. In a nutshell, this polymer makes it so humans can connect the collective network biologically and remotely. Collective 2.0 would later collect the mind directly. What makes it so dangerous, unbeknownst to the world until now, is that it could be possibly used as mind control. Here is audio from a secret conversation taken on June 13th, approximately 28 hours after the incident.
Well, are you ready? Disable polarization.
Fuck is this place? A haunted house or something?
It's a tomb of the mind. The volunteers who lay the foundation for Collective. The first few groups of subjects all died. Group 30 went insane. Group 73 killed themselves. Group 101 killed each other. Group 204 was the most successful. They all survived. Their consciousness is now in an imaginary world. We call it Limbo. And their bodies are here, under my complete control. Want me to make them do something?
Why?
To show that I'm not lying?
Whatever. Line them up.
Keep going.
The fat guy. Tell him to jump. He could use it.
Just him? Why don't I make them all jump? After all, we all live in a communist society. Goddamn you, jump!
This is insane. Why do you people even do this shit? Fuck. Poor bastards.
No, that's where you're wrong. Chemically speaking, they're all perfectly happy. That's what Collective is all about. The entire world will be just like
Why would
this.
Sechenov want to turn everyone into a bunch of idiots? Was he trying to make fun of the world by making people run around naked and act like animals?
No. We were able to prevent the degradation of individual consciousness. Memories, behavior, speech patterns are all preserved. But there's one thing they won't be able to avoid. The complete loss of their free will.
We gotta stop this.
Stop this. That's what Victor was trying to do. You got in his way, and now it's too late.
Your boyfriend lost his mind and killed people. He tried to tell me Sechenov taught the robots to kill during the design phase. Why would Boss do that?
Why? Why did he design Collective to be a mind control system? Why does he need those special neurocontrollers? Sechenov wants to enslave the entire world. I'm sorry, but if you don't understand that, you're an idiot!
The Boss would never do that.
He would, and he will. On Monday.
All this is really hard to swallow. But I'll help you. Whatever you're planning, I'm in.
You're willing to turn on Sechenov?
After what you just showed me? Yeah. I want to hear what he's got to say.
On June 12th, the Collective 2.0 incident occurs. All robots under the Collective 2.0 become violently enraged. Ironically, the creator Dr. Sechenov stated multiple times that this was impossible and that the robots have no combat experience or setting. Within just minutes, over 3,000 civilians and military agents were killed just outside and inside Facility 3826. There were some robots that remained non-hostile, such as Tereshkova, and a different robot, an RAF-9 engineer, would only attack if provoked. An even scarier side thought is what happens to the mind of people who were connected to Collective 2.0 before they died. These people, when killed, were still mentally alive as the Collective 2.0 recorded their last thoughts and saved it for approximately 2 to 17 hours before they were considered brain dead. In all, many civilian deaths occurred because of the outbreak of violent robots. We later realized that this was the work of something bigger than anyone could have imagined. Within the next few videos, we shall discuss the fall of Collective.
It's still an internal combustion engine, right? Sure, the solid machines can't stop progress, though. They're turning out new models daily now.
This one's a gas guzzler. Wait until they're all running on electricity. That would be so
Got that right.
Please secure your seatbelt. We wish you a very pleasant journey.
Isn't there supposed to be a radio in here?
The entire Soviet Union is ecstatic about the unveiling of Collective 2.0
Yeah, I
with
just came
parades
from
in
one of them.
every
I get
city.
it.
The American government is expressing deepening concern about the skyrocketing unemployment figures following the deliveries of robotic
Politics,
workers
screw
from
that.
the...
We've got plenty of thought devices. There won't be a shortage, said People's Deputy Alexander Shalchinov in response to widespread concern in the city of Ozyorsk.
How about some music? That's more like it.
I see you finally begun your assignment. And it's been less than an hour. Sehr gut.
Jawohl, mein Führer.
What did you just say?
I said the signal's on the fritz, but thanks anyway, Herr Stockhausen. Dr. Sechenov already filled me in.
Don't you think that may have been a bit too much?
Nope.
For some reason, your response didn't surprise me at all.
Guess I don't have any respect for brown-nosers.
Tell me, is there anyone you do have respect for?
Sure, but respect is earned. Dr. Sechenov has mine because he saved my life on the operating table. Everybody else needs to earn it. Anyway, why the hell are we riding a jalopy strapped to a damn robot? Were all the jets taken or something? Shit.
Riding turbines is an important tradition. It's a way to remember the days when Facility 3826 was brand new, as we used to ride these vehicles to our very first scientific complex.
Fair enough, but why is it a tradition to have them pulled by bumblebees? And why do we call them bumblebees when they look more like flying pigs?
Flying pigs? Have you seen flying pigs before? How about flying cows?
Yeah, on the Condor. One time some genius like you forgot to put up a fence, but those cows only flew in one direction. Straight down.
I have a suggestion, Comrade Major. Why don't you work your mission, and I'll do the thinking for both of us?
Shut the hell up, Glove. I'm trying to listen.
To what? Is there anything here you haven't seen yet?
I've never been here before. Zip it.
What? How come?
I don't know, damn it. Now quit bugging me.
My apologies.
This is Facility 3826's audio guide. We will soon be arriving at our destination. Estimated time of arrival is 11:47 a.m. Outside temperature, 26 degrees Celsius. There is a slight breeze. You can now observe the Soyuz Granite Bridge spanning Lake Lazur and two of the facility's high-profile test sites, the VDNH and Sakhalin. These are connected by magnetic levitation or maglev rail. This technology was pioneered by the Chelomey Design Department and a personal project of Dr. Lebedyansky. You can now observe the operations of an automated plant, performing robot assembly and distributing machine parts required by the facility's various complexes. Controlled remotely by a collective 1.0 node, a plant such as this is capable of autonomously managing and fulfilling up to 100 orders per hour. Directly below is Dr. Sechenov's computational center, the main radio processing unit and control nexus for this network node. We are currently flying over sunflower solar farms, capable of supplying electricity to the entire VDNH, as well as the Friendship of People's Park, nearby settlements, and the maglev train lines. Maglev train stations connect all of Facility 3826, allowing personnel to travel from one complex to another with comfort and ease. We are now flying past the majestic Call of the Motherland monument, erected in 1949 to mark the Soviet Union's victory in World War II, and are now entering the grounds of the Vavilov complex, the site where Facility 3826's numerous agricultural miracles took root. You are now observing the Soviet Sickle Monument, designed by sculptors Elena Muhina and Alexander Kibalnikov, and autonomously erected in 1951 by the Collective 1.0 neural network with the help of robot builders. Note that this effectively makes it the world's first collaborative artistic effort between man and machine. Our brief guided tour is coming to an end. Facility 3826 is always ready to welcome new specialists from anywhere in the Soviet Union. We are confident that you will be thrilled to live and work in this world of revolutionary breakthroughs and fantastic scientific achievements for the glory of the Communist Party and the Soviet people.
Major, the drove is initiating combat maneuvers.
Initiating what? For real?
Watch out!
What am I supposed to do about
For your
it?
safety,
What the?
please do not unfasten your seatbelt
Shit!
until the vehicle has come to a complete stop.
You have reached your destination. You are now at the laboratory gate of the Vavilov Physical Facilities. Have a nice day.
Take my hand, Comrade Major. I will escort you to the Vavilov complex.
What in the sweaty hell is going on here?
Unfortunately, I have no information on the subject. All the robots have been carrying out their normal operations until they suddenly became hostile. Oh,
What the hell are you doing, you lousy bot? Get your rusty metal asses out of here!
that was really very rude of them.
The elevator is now operational.
Fuck off, bitch!
Our ascent is once again continuing normally. A Drofa towing robot will be here shortly to perform magnetic coupling and take us by air to...
Son of a bitch, not again.
Oh, help me, Comrade Major. I'm falling.
What the shit? Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck!